Carthage. A few minutes after the Joplin tornado, it was the same storm, but a separate touchdown. That storm on the ground roughly 2 miles, especially near that Brooklyn Heights area. Again, that was from around 11:35 Monday night. Fortunately, no injuries. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
Showers and thunderstorms likely today, some of which could be severe as we see highs in the low 80s. Clear skies and low 50s tonight. Sunshine 75 for Thursday. Sunshine 72 for Friday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is showing some clouds over the 4 states. They have issued a thunderstorm watch for some of our northern counties like Crawford, Barton, Dade, and Cedar and Vernon, mostly to the north of the 4 states area.
68 in Knowles, 65 in Pittsburgh, 67 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
It's time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring the Grove, Oklahoma Heritage Preschool Mrs. Erica's class. And if you would like your class group or kids or whomever to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to the Morning KIX page on the KIX website and click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
Still getting you signed up to win those Brooks and Dunn tickets. They're going to be at the Walmart Amp on Friday.
We're going to find out who the winner is in just 18 minutes.
So text the word tickets to 623-1025 to get entered to win.
Here's Jelly Roll.
On the 4 States Concert Connection.
KIX 102.5. Hear how that kicks in? It's so cool. Morning, everybody. How's it going? So I don't think this weather is going to amount to much that they're predicting for us. So everybody's talking about the threat of storms again, and they have issued some watches. But again, it's to counties to the north of us, and we are seeing rainfall already beginning to affect like Bourbon County in Kansas.
That's quite a bit north, though.
Yeah, quite a bit. And you see up when you get up to around Harrisonville and Lee Summit, they're getting hammered right now.
Yeah.
But I really think it's going further north than what they expected when they began predicting this. So I don't think we have much.
Is there anything out west?
No.
No.
I mean, let me look on the
There you go.
I don't think we have much to worry about. On the hourly predictions, they're saying once this stuff goes through this morning, that's it. We're good for the rest of the week.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're probably okay.
I think they were a little overeager, which is weird for the National Weather Service because it's always been after the fact here lately.
Yeah.
You heard about Monday night?
That's crazy. They did not issue the tornado warning until after it had already hit.
So when we got it and we went to the storm shelter, I turned on, information and storm coverage and looked on the radar.
It would have been too late.
It was already over by Carthage. What use are they? And again, you're like, why do we care? Well, it's our tax dollars that pay for them, and they're not doing their job.
It's supposed to be before the fact.
Yeah.
To keep you safe.
They're supposed to be on the ball. And luckily, you've got our Zimmer Storm Center and everything to provide you that coverage. We're way ahead of all of their stuff. And they're just getting to where they're not dependable anymore. And we're looking at stuff going, we see this. Why don't you see this? What is your holdup?
Yeah, Crawford's in a severe thunderstorm watch right now, Jimmy.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it, Jimmy. You're on the very southern end. I mean, you're going to get some rain. Rain, a little bit of wind.
Yeah, everything's still north of Crawford.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Can you tell I washed my hair?
Smell-wise, yeah.
And they're looking like it's only going to be one round of weather today. Initially, they were saying possibly two.
Today and then later tonight was supposed to have been the heavier one. they said, but now that's been completely wiped off the map. There's
Yeah.
no chance of rain this evening. It's
Mhm.
going to clear up after this by about, what did we say, 11 o'clock? And from that point forward, it's just going to get nicer. And the eventual high in the temperature,
81.
Yeah. So, and they like, oh, there's a cold front coming in too. No, there's not. I mean, it's going to be low to mid 70s for the rest of the week. By the weekend, supposed to be sunny and hot. There is a chance of rain returning over the weekend. So they don't know. They don't know that far out. But hopefully if we do, I think that'll be the last round of storms. I've heard from people in the southeastern part of Missouri said they've seen cicadas coming out. When the cicadas come out, that means storm season's over every year. And they're already seeing bunches of them. So it's beginning to happen. And as the temperature warms up and the warmer temperatures move further north, that'll wake them up and we'll begin seeing them. I drove back from Springfield last night and there were a lot of bugs on my windshield, but nothing like...
No cicadas?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I didn't get out and examine them or reach around them. What was that?
I'm under a microscope.
I don't know, but not like the cicada brood that I experienced back in the 90s. That you could not see.
I think Granby's going to be okay, Sarah.
Yeah, you guys are going to be fine.
You're far enough south.
Even up north, I mean, they're having a pretty severe storm up around Lee Summit and up around Harrisonville. That's how far away that is.
Yeah.
But it's not, I don't think there's tornadoes in that. I think it's just a heavy thunderstorm.
All right, 10 seconds. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen 708.
Showers and thunderstorms likely this morning, some of which could be severe as we see highs in the low 80s at 67 in Joplin.
Good news is it looks like the storm that they were expecting to hit the 4 states is all going to the north of us. So we're looking up around Harrisonville, Missouri is where it's hitting right now.
I mean, that's quite a ways away from where we're at.
So if we do see anything, it's probably just going to be some rainfall. But we'll give you a complete look at the weather forecast in just 14 minutes.
And Brooks and Dunn's going to be at the Walmart Amp this Friday.
And we're going to find out who the winner is of those tickets that we're giving you signed up for right now at 623-1025 with the word tickets.
Just the word tickets. No emojis or anything. Just tickets to 623-1025.
We're going to find out who the winner is in just 12 minutes.
Here's Florida-Georgia line.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Cicadas gonna get you.
Think about to eat them.
Ew.
They say they taste kind of like shrimp.
No way.
I don't believe
Who's
that.
they?
They.
Who's they?
They taste like shrimp.
And why are they eating cicadas?
Because they taste like shrimp.
Of all the things in the world that you could potentially eat, why a cicada?
Well, you could make the same argument for milk out of a cow, though.
Yes, true.
I don't understand this. I saw this yesterday. Del Monte is selling a super high-end Ruby Glow pineapple, just a pineapple, for $40.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. It's a pineapple.
I think this opens up the door to another discussion, though. Is it Del Monte or Del Monte?
Del Monte.
Why is it Del Monte? It's M-O-T-E. Or Del Monte?
Why do you call
It's Del
a
Monte.
cafe? Why don't you just call it a caf instead of a cafe?
Because the cafe has a froink over the E.
Well, I think Del Monte probably did.
Del Monte does not have anything over the E.
Probably did once upon a time.
Melissa says they're just evil cicadas, but they're evil on their mind, and they're evil cicadas. They're going to get you.
Today is World Donkey Day.
Oh, Randy.
I figured you'd be
We gonna
celebrating.
Celebrate you.
Also, No Socks Day.
I am wearing socks.
Not
yeah.
in my shoes, it's not.
You're wearing socks. Oh, then you're wearing socks.
But if you're not participating, you're guaranteed to get a hole-in-one.
Where's the thing?
Over there.
There it is. Okay. I'm turning off the contest. We got to make a call.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick a winner.
She says she is. Did you?
No, hold on.
Still doing it?
Hold on. It's
Hurry up.
holy mackerel.
You want me to do it?
No, I don't want you to do it. You know the hoop we got to jump through on this one.
Whee! Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay. This one shows. All right, starting recording. Hey, Sean, how's it going?
I mean, we're doing all right.
Hold on, I had to stop and check. Wait a minute.
Where's your tag at?
I don't.
You got it?
What tag?
The tag that tells you if you're all right.
I have one of those.
You have one of those.
No, I do not.
You
Come
gotta
here and
pull
show
it
me
out.
where it is. Sean, I so apologize. The reason we called you. Why did we call Sean?
Oh, because you won tickets to go see Brooks and Dunn.
Congratulations, man. The show's this Friday night at the Walmart amp, and you are going.
Tell us who's the Forces Concert Connection.
Sorry about all that, Sean.
All right, Sean, I think we've got all your info already. Let me just double check it with you. You're still over on Hereford Drive Road?
Whatever. In some state.
The Cow Road. Your email address is last name, first name @gmail.com. All right, so it looks like, yeah, we've got everything for you, Sean. These tickets are going to be emailed to you on Friday, and the email address it's coming from is national@zrimarketing.com. So keep an eye out for that email. Make sure it doesn't go to your spam folder, so double check that too on Friday. If you don't have it by like 11 on Friday, make sure to call our front office and double check with them since the show is at night, and that number is 624-1025, okay? All right, and these are going to be digital tickets, which is why they're getting emailed to you. Yeah, thank you, Sean. Congratulations. Enjoy the show. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Floyd. Morning, Rudy. Morning, Kathy.
Dang it.
What are you dangiting?
Undoing all the way back to where I
I started saying you got to pull it out, and I started laughing.
I so apologize. I so apologize.
Okay, Jaja Binks. Misa so apologize. Is that good?
Horrible. But any impersonation of
Georgia.
Did you see Tales from the Empire?
No.
I watched it.
Nathan says, I never thought I'd be the kind of person who wakes up early in the morning to go to the gym and exercise, and I was right. Still not that person. Yeah. At least you know who you are, Nathan.
You have an ID that tells you in case you forget, right? I have a caller.
A caller? Hey, good morning, Carolyn. How are you doing?
Okay. That is ready to go now. I'm ready to go.
We got 2 minutes and 9. Okay, bye. Holy mackerel. Jalapeno is the little check thingy above the N. Is that what's in the word Del Monte? Peño. Monte. No. It's a different sound. I can't do it. Peño. Monte. Del Monte. Del Monte. My mouth does not like that. So a little bit ago, we were talking whether it's Del Monte or Del Monte or Del Monte. If we're getting real French about it. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. We got 50 seconds.
They have released the list of the best states in the whole U.S. We'll see if Missouri or Kansas or Arkansas or Oklahoma is on the list in just a few minutes after we do the break here. They do this every year from U.S. News and World Report. I don't think Missouri's ever made the list. I mean, we've made the list, but we've never made the top 10.
Either way, of worst or best.
I don't think so.
So we're just middle of the road.
Yeah, middle of the road all the way. But we'll give you the
That's not the worst
top 10
place
and the
to
bottom
be.
5.
Oh.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. More to KIX with Randy and Jen, 718.
Showers and thunderstorms likely today, some of which could be severe. We'll see a high near 81. It's 67 in Joplin.
I don't think it's going to happen for us. I really don't. I think we might see some rain on the tail end of it. It's all moved to the north. I mean, we're looking right now, Harrisonville, Lee Summit, those areas, they're getting hit pretty hard. But that's so far north, and it's tracking to the east, so it's going away from us.
I mean, we're looking at the KIX storm tracker radar right now, and it looks like there's a few things popping up just a little north of Arma, Girard, maybe a little bit of rain.
But as it's moving east, I just really don't think there's much we're going to affect by this. I know they were predicting heavier storms for today, but I think they were jumping the gun a little bit.
But we're going to take a full look at your forecast in just 6 minutes.
But we've been getting you signed up to win tickets to see Brooks and Dunn this Friday night at the Walmart Arkansas Music Pavilion.
And I think our system picked a winner. You ready to call him?
Okay, let's do this.
You got the number?
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hey, Sean, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I mean, we're doing all right.
Hold on, I had to stop and check.
Where's your tag at?
What tag?
The tag that tells you if you're all right.
I have one of those?
You have one of those.
No, I do not.
You
Come
gotta
here and
pull
show
it
me
out.
where it is. Sean, I so apologize. The reason we called you, why did we call Sean?
Oh, because you want tickets to go see Brooks and Dunn.
All right.
Congratulations, man. The show's this Friday night at the Walmart amp, and you are going.
Awesome. That's great.
Tell us who's the 4 States Concert Connection.
A KIX 102.5.
Hey, morning, Kathy. Good Lord.
Good Lord, Kathy.
Good Lord, Kathy.
Okay, so best and worst states. You ready?
Okay.
Here are the best.
We're
Number
starting
10,
okay.
Massachusetts.
Okay, hold on. What's the criteria for this? Do we know?
The rankings are based on a variety of indicators.
Okay.
Relating to the economy, opportunity, and fiscal stability.
Okay.
So the top 10 gosh darn best states in the whole country are number 10, Massachusetts, number 9, Florida.
Hold on, the phone's Florida.
You know who it is.
Answer it then. Let's say hi.
We got to finish what we're doing. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hi, how you doing, Dustin?
Try to tell her it's you.
We just always know when it's you, Dustin.
I always
Randy's
know.
got like a
Got a Dustin sense.
senses or something.
My Dustin senses tingle.
That's
it's right. Yeah. Oh.
Have you been doing okay with the weather going on lately? You're staying safe?
Got a new girlfriend yet? Alicia, you're back with
you
Alicia?
guys got back together?
Well,
oh
what
my
do you
gosh.
know?
How do you
Good for
feel? Are
you.
you happy about that? Oh, good.
What choice does he have? I mean, really?
What? You want to hear some music this morning? What you thinking?
Garth, he wants to hear Garth. Really?
All right. Well, I think we can maybe squeeze some Garth in there for you. How about the new one?
She likes squeezing Garth.
Have a good one.
Bye. Okay. Number 8.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back to Florida.
No, I don't want to go back to
Florida
Florida.
on this list? Is it just the sunshine?
Economy, opportunity, and fiscal stability.
I
So
think
not crime
Florida is on this list because
or freaky news stories.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Number 8
give
is
so much to laugh
Washington, another psyched out crazy state.
Okay.
Number 7, Vermont, another psyched out crazy state.
Okay.
Oh, notice all the liberal states are psyched out
Yeah.
crazy. Number 6 is Iowa.
Iowa. I don't even know what's in Iowa.
Nobody does. Number 5, Idaho, which is a not liberal but a conservative psyched out crazy state.
Idaho. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. Number 4 is Minnesota.
Minnesota.
And number 3 is Nebraska.
Really?
Number 2, New Hampshire.
Okay.
And the number 1 state in the union. Everybody, you know who always wins it before?
Colorado.
Hawaii always wins this.
Okay.
Hawaii's won like for the past 15 years. Utah
What?
is the number 1 state in the union.
Utah.
Beating out Hawaii. Hawaii lost out because they are struggling with some natural disasters, volcanic. They had one whole island almost obliterated. Okay, so the 10 worst states in the U.S. Let's start with number 45. You ready?
Okay.
Alaska.
I mean,
Alaska, you ever go there once? I mean, it's gorgeous.
but it's like a one-time thing. You've seen it. You've seen it all. kind of
Well,
thing.
and there's not many urban population areas, so it struggles financially.
Yeah.
Number 46, West Virginia. It's because of the dental situation. Number 47, for the same reason, Arkansas.
Really? The people I know that live in Arkansas love it. Love living in Arkansas.
They don't know any better. But it is still a bastion of, it's got a bit of a stigma with subhuman, just like West Virginia.
Yeah.
And next, Mississippi also. So,
Yeah.
Number 49, New Mexico, and number 50, Louisiana. Can't believe that. I love Louisiana. I think it's beautiful.
I like New Mexico. We used to vacation in New Mexico. Had a great time.
Wish she would have stayed. You can take heart from this that the rankings of the best states comes from a magazine that's not even the top 20 of magazines. So.
Oh, okay. So take that for what you will. Add a little dash of salt. You know what my favorite state is?
State of forgetfulness.
The state of denial. I thought, okay.
Speaking of West Virginia, there are a number of residents from the town of Glasgow, West Virginia, that are protesting. In fact, 19 people received letters from the town of Glasgow saying that the junk cars on their properties were in violation of a town ordinance. They had to go.
Okay.
These are people that live within the city limits. The letter stated that the town has begun a beautification project and that cars that are inoperative, unlicensed, or unregistered have to go.
Mm-hmm.
It was standing room only at the next city council meeting.
Oh.
Residents lined up to argue if the cars are on their property, the town does not have the right to tell them what to do with them, which I totally agree with. If it's your property and you own it, you ought to be able to do what you want with it, as long as it doesn't infringe on anyone else's property or rights.
Even though your property is within the greater
Yes.
population of the city.
You own it. Do you own it or do they?
You do.
Then you ought to be able to say what's done with it. What is ownership? Let's define ownership.
It's yours.
to do with as I wish, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they don't own their land. I watch Clarkson's Farm and that city council telling him what he can and can't do,
Yeah.
where he can have a parking lot, what he can put on his land, and I'm like, they don't own their land. They do not. They own they have the idea of ownership, but it is not ownership at all. They have been fooled by their government.
If I wanted to put up a giant black fence around my property,
You should be able to do
you
that.
should be able to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I may not like it, but then I can move. But
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing about freedom is you ought to be able to do with as you wish. And that was the idea behind the United States, true ownership of the land.
Mm-hmm.
But they're trying like crazy. Homeowners associations. I've got people in my neighborhood. I don't like their property. I don't like the way they take care of it. And I wish they'd do better. But that is ultimately their right as individuals to do with.
So then how do you feel about like a lot of cities have grass length ordinances and things like that? What do you feel about that?
The cities that handle it properly say, as part of our beautification for the whole city, we'll come and mow your yard if you don't mow it yourself. And I like that idea. Come mow it for me, for whatever reason. But again, it is my land. I ought to be able to do with as I wish.
Mm-hmm.
City ordinances say that if you are going to live within this area, that you are going to abide by our codes and laws. It's almost like a giant homeowners association.
Mm-hmm.
Really is what it is all about. That's why I hate living in city. I'd rather live in the county. But then there's county ordinances, that they try to instill, and state ordinances that say you will and won't do this, and you have to abide by, your property line fences this close to the highways and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just real, true ownership is just really a mirage. It's just an idea. It's not a real thing anymore. So at this council meeting, one resident said, when you come and pay my taxes, pay my bills, you can tell me what to do in my yard. But until then, no.
Yeah.
Another one said, I brought 4 cars in here from North Carolina I've had for 20 years, and to me, they look better than your garbage or anyone else's in here.
Wow.
The mayor of Glasgow, Mayor Fannin, is standing behind the ordinance saying at the meeting, we have some cars in this town that were sitting there for years and years and years. They're rust buckets. Cats are breeding in them. What's he got against cats? Now get PETA involved. First, they came for the rusty cars. Then they came for the porch couches.
I mean, I think the
Who are they trying to beautify their town for? The people of Europe?
Yeah. The feral cat thing is a real problem. We have so many stray cats in our neighborhood. Well, before we moved, our old neighborhood did, and people would feed them, and they would populate.
Okay, then.
And it was an absolute mess. And it got to a point where they would constantly carry fleas and ticks.
They're dangerous.
And just
But the problem is we as a society, we want to address the symptom, not the real issue. The real issue is people feeding cats.
Mm-hmm.
Stop that, and you stop the problem with the cats rather than trying to control this instead of controlling the behavior that causes that.
I mean, I think also beyond that, too, though, is spaying and neutering.
Yeah. The mayor realized that if you take the wheels off a junk car and put it up on concrete blocks, it officially becomes a planter. They say the tempers did eventually settle down and everyone went back to their stills. So
Good.
It did eventually move on.
Oh my gosh, Mother's Day Sunday. I keep forgetting and then remembering.
Did the app followers thing work at all yesterday with all the deals we did?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it necessarily worked on the video, but the other things
I'll
it
try
did.
to get on.
And we've got 4 people hanging out on Twitter. Good morning.
Hello,
Thank you for
everybody.
watching over there.
Who's on Twitter? Can't see, can
We can't see who's on Twitter. We got folks over on YouTube, Facebook. So thank you guys for hanging out today. We never did figure out how to get Instagram to work.
No, we did. It's just you have to update it every single day. So we're like, never mind. And it also truncates the video to where you only see a portion of it. So, yeah, it's not worth it. Facebook ruins everything that they touch. Meta, whatever.
Well, which is weird too because Instagram's a subsidiary of Facebook or the Meta.
Well, they just try to make it look different for the sake of making it look different. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
There are lots. My daughter and her neighbor trap them and call the Humane Society. They come get the cats, spay or neuter them, and then put them back. Yeah, I know there's a lot of programs that kind of the catch and release thing, which
I think
okay.
Carrie Underwood's had work done.
You think so?
I really think so.
Kind of random.
You tell me.
You found a picture of her?
Yeah. Her with Randy Travis the other day. Does she look different? I don't know. I think it's the eyes. That does not. When I first looked at it, I'm like, no, that ain't her. See, she's got work done. Lips. Definitely lips. You go back to an older picture. Look at this. Compared to, where was the one that we just saw? This. Totally. Yeah. That does not look like her at all. Yeah, so much work done. Yeah, she's had so much work done.
Bye, Sarara.
Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman were at the Met Gala.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly. Either that or AI made it look like they were.
Morning, Larisha. Hey, we've got someone over on Twitch too. Good morning. All right, 55 seconds. You know what we're doing this break? Kinda. We've got Star Trail at the end of it. Did you guys see yesterday's Twisted Takes Tuesday picture?
Did you smell it?
You smell something?
Oh my gosh.
We actually got a GIF reaction from Gina this time. Not just a no.
We got a what?
GIF.
Did we really?
Uh-huh. GIF graphic.
Say it wrong. All you want.
I'm saying it right.
Whatever.
13 seconds. 5.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
Showers and thunderstorms likely today, some of which could be severe. We'll say high near 81, but it's 67 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states, news, and weather in just 25 minutes. Also, in the next hour, we're going to be talking about Mama's Boys.
Do you know a mama's boy?
Are you a Mama's Boy?
You can call or text and tell us at 623-1025.
Were you a Mama's Boy?
I think you're a mama's boy.
Has you a Mama's Boy?
Why is you the mama's boy?
Why is you as a Mama's
How's
Boy?
you the mama's boy?
Yeah, so I definitely am a Mama's Boy. So many different ways. I mean, me and my mom were very, very close, but also anytime that I get injured or get sick, because I feel pain more than most people.
Sure you do.
I do.
Yeah, right.
So, therefore, I need my mama.
You're going
I need
to
to be
celebrate it
mama.
really big, right, on Sunday. Sunday's Mother's Day.
Well, actually, I was kind of, oh, no. The phone's ringing. Hold on. Hi there. Morning, KIX.
Hey, baby, what's going on? Is this about Randy, baby?
Yeah, this is me, Mama. What?
Hey, hi, baby. How are you? Mother's Day's coming. I'm looking so forward you come down and bring that carton of menthol.
Oh, Mama, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to make it. It's been raining today. I may have to send those down with someone else or something.
Yo, don't come down this weekend. It's Mother's Day.
I'm going to try to come down, Mama. I just...
Well, me and my pro officer were so looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Hey, baby, hand me one in there, cool.
I don't like interrupting your meeting, Mama.
I was listening on the internet to your show.
Say hi to my mama, Jen.
Hi, Mama.
Yeah, whatever. Hello. I'm just so tired of all the women you bring home in any way.
She's not
coming home for Mother's Day.
She doesn't live with me, Mama.
Wrong one,
Well,
Mama.
hold on just a minute. I'll need a 12-pack of old Milwaukee, too, with him.
Mama, you're
Hello?
not supposed to be drinking.
At least I'm not driving right now.
You can't
anyway.
drive, Mama. You got that ankle bracelet. You can't get 100 feet away from your house.
It's like you, my ankle bracelet is rubbing me wrong.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Is she all right?
Yeah, get it out, Mama. I may come down, okay?
I love you, baby.
I love you too, Mama.
I wish you was here so I could lick your little ball head.
Mama, I gotta go.
Bye, baby.
Jeez.
Bye, baby.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
She can lick your little ball head. Melissa makes a good point. Carrie had that accident that disfigured a side of her face. So maybe she just had to get some work done to even everything out.
And I remember when that happened, and it is a good point, Melissa, because she did have a little bit of work done there, but it didn't change her looks that drastically. I think what happened was she had some work done. She went, oh, and decided to have some more work done and went, oh, and decided, you know how they do with this. I think it becomes it's almost like tattoos, or piercings.
I don't think it's that bad, though. I don't think it's that extensive.
So many well, I don't know. She looks a lot different than she used to, though.
A little bit,
And the stuff that she's had done that you can tell had nothing to do with the accident. I mean, her lips, the lip injections, ridiculous. I don't know what it is with women thinking that this big sausage lip thing is attractive. It's not. You look like you're wearing livers on your face.
That's what I was going to do next, is get my lips
please do it. I'll be like,
Give us peanut butter, Randall, says Tiffany.
it's also the little movie picture thing.
Megan says, we sit in parent drop-off
We've got our
line.
interview.
That's Randy's mama. What's wrong with her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
Hey,
Hi,
Megan.
How you doing? Come on in.
You can come sit down right here. Oh, my gosh. I love the color coordinating. That is so cute with the purple. Oh, really?
Dark when you got ready? Oh, I meant being so early.
How long were you guys without power yesterday? Wow.
When is the 5K run going to be happening? What's it called? Are you with the chamber or what?
You want to try and put her on camera 3? See if it'll work?
Yeah, let's see. So
We're live streaming right now. So we're live on Facebook and Twitter and all the good stuff. YouTube.
Hi to Megan, everybody.
It's Megan.
Now you can hear her. We're going to record this to air back later. So if we do anything wrong, I'm just going to ask you all that.
And then I'll take pictures and post them on Facebook, and then we'll tag you guys in it and send people to you for more info.
All right, here we go. Talking with Megan from Carthage Water and Electric about the Tower to Tower 5K that's going to be happening this Saturday. How's it going, Megan?
Great. Thanks for having me.
So where do people go to get more information and to get signed up for this?
Yeah, so they can go to our website, www.cwep.com, or they can go to our Facebook page.
And what time does everything get started on Saturday?
8 a.m. is when the run starts, but runners, they'll start showing up around 6:45. So
And where are they going to be lining up at?
826 George Phelps Boulevard, which is the parking lot right next to our South Tower.
And we're talking about the water towers, and they're going to be running from that all the way to the North Water Tower.
To the Main Street Water Tower and then back around. So, yeah, it's a full 5K.
And what's the proceeds from this go towards?
Water for People. It's an organization that exists to promote the development of high-quality drinking water all over the world.
And it's going to be happening again this Saturday, the Tower to Tower 5K. And where can they go again to get more information?
They can go to our website, cwep.com, or they can go to our Facebook page for the event page and the registration.
The Tower to Tower 5K run going to be happening this Saturday in Carthage. Again, Megan, thanks so much for coming by and talking with us.
Having me.
1 minute. Look at that.
Whoa.
So good.
Good. Impressive.
The way we like
guys
it.
every morning.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry, they won't give you your money back.
Oh.
Don't. Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me.
I always feel like when people say stuff like that, oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What time do you guys start?
Way too early.
Way
Way
too
too early.
early,
We've had
yeah.
many conversations about it, and they refuse to let us come in later. But yeah, 6 is when the show starts. But we're supposed to be here before that. But
We
Hard.
get a little before.
yeah,
Close at least,
I'm close. I live on southwest corner of town.
Right off the
Is it the really big one?
Yeah,
CCO.
just past
Okay.
the Lutheran church on the right off or no.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I know what you're talking about. Then. Yeah. I like it.
Little area. Country area.
Yeah.
Kind of.
All right. Well, let me take you down to Tom.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
Quick. Us. And we're talking about the water towers, of course, and they're going to be running from that one all the way to the other water tower.
Steve stopped me in the hall and goes, just north of Joplin, there's a severe thunderstorm watch going on, just so you know.
Who did?
Steve. I was like, yes, we've been talking about it.
Oh my gosh. I listened to him tell what's his name? New guy.
Lucas?
Yeah. Tell him how to do his job every morning. Boy, you're more patient than me. I would be. And he's so pedantic with his management
www. We have new Plato's Closet. Or not Plato's Closet, Four Star Channel.
I thought they extended.
They did, and then they sent new copy.
I think they extend and then realize, oh, we've been running this for a long time.
Be safe, Caffey. Caffey. Be safe, Caffey. 25 seconds. We got a sec. Ready? 13.
What are we doing here?
Seg.
8 seconds. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 745.
Hey, don't forget that Mother's Day is this Sunday. You're running out of time to schedule your brunch reservations.
Yeah, we've got a special, obnoxious way to remind you of that after Cody Johnson.
On KIX.
I almost said Cindy Johnson.
Cindy!
She came in for full 5K, Jen.
Mm-hmm. It's for people.
What if for people, unlike livestock? That's a different word.
Water for dogs. Water for elephants. Jimmy says turn camera 3 off.
Oh, yes, okay, thank you, Jimmy. Being our producer today.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Verb. Need the Lanier.
Why? Oh my gosh. Crazy. Tower to tower.
All done.
You want to see something real cute?
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm tired of looking at that.
Look at the baby.
Mm.
It's rain. I'll show you guys.
Not yet. Maybe to the
Oh,
north
the
of us,
puppy.
but right before he pooped.
She's getting so much bigger from
Yeah.
when we first got her.
Brace yourself.
She's not going to get that big, though, I don't think. Her brother Keith is, I'm pretty sure, quite a bit bigger than she is. And then Athena's just tall. But she still has these cute little short legs. Yeah, Rain is adorable. And they're all getting to a point where the 3 dogs will wrestle. And Nyx is so gentle with Rain. It's precious. She's such a good big sister. I got a picture of the 3 of them all laying on the back patio just sunbathing yesterday.
20 seconds.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sure?
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 749.
Showers and thunderstorms likely today as we see highs in the low 80s at 67 in Joplin.
Rain happening in Crawford, Barton County. Severe thunderstorm watches in those counties, but it's not going to amount to much. It's moving to the east, and it went north of us.
Right.
So thankfully, much further north than what the National Weather Service had originally predicted. Imagine that.
We'll take a full look at your forecast in about 11 minutes.
Also in the next hour, since Mother's Day is Sunday, we're going to be talking about mama's boys.
Do you know a mama's boy?
Are you a mama's boy?
And we're not saying that it's like a bad thing.
Would you like to buy a mama's boy?
I don't buy a mama's boy. Randy's a
Have
mama's
you
boy.
had a mama's boy?
Okay, Randy.
Was
so
you a
tell
mom-
us about the mama's boy in your life, 623-1025.
Because Mother's Day is Sunday, and we're just trying to help you remember that, because you've got to get Mother's Day gifts a little early, and you know, the traditional thing is the Mother's Day brunch.
Well, of course, and you want to make those reservations sooner than later, because if you make it too late, then you're not going to be able to make a reservation.
Can you do reservations? I don't. Most Joplin restaurants won't even
You
take
can't?
reservations.
Even for Mother's Day?
Probably not.
You just have to show up and
It's
hope
like
they
they're
get a table.
obnoxious
Mom
about it, yeah.
deserves a reservation if you can.
I think they like the lines out the door.
Okay, well, make sure at least you have a plan in place for brunch on Sunday.
Because Sunday's Mother's Day and she wants to go to brunch. Here's the story of a special Sunday when you can't find a reservation anywhere. They've been booked up since early April. You haven't got a prayer. Now it's a story of desperation and a family who must find a place to dine. And all they're looking for in a restaurant is one without a line. After driving round and round, they finally found it. And the best thing was it didn't cost too much. We drove through right past those golden arches. That's the place we ate our Mother's Day brunch. Mother's Day brunch. Mother's Day brunch. What a place to enjoy Mother's Day brunch. Are you going to eat all that?
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the four states #1 for country.
Yeah, that's part of the reason we haven't changed Rain's name is because she responds to Rain already.
So, one of the, if not the most hated Star Wars character of all time is, like Jim was
Jar Jar
mentioning
Binks.
earlier. 'cause
Misa
that's who
Jar
she
Jar
is.
Binks.
Yeah. You know how to embrace that annoying.
Misa so sad.
Okay, that's enough. Who, if you don't know, made an appearance in The Phantom Menace and then was quickly disappeared. Well, it took 25 years, but coming this fall, proving that you can't keep a good Gungan down and that Disney Plus is really desperate and plans to milk the Star Wars thing to its death. They are coming out with a comedy Lego Star Wars special called Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, where all the Lego Star Wars things like the TIE Fighters and the AT-ATs are falling apart and being put back together in an opposite way. Everything's being messed up.
Yeah.
And the big villain in this is a Lego Darth Jar Jar.
What?
Yeah.
No.
So original Jar Jar actor Ahmed Best will voice the character, so it's going to be just that annoying.
So it's evil Jar Jar Binks.
It already was.
Oh.
You know there is a whole conspiracy theory, fan-based theory, that Jar Jar is actually that Sith Lord that was the trainer of Sidious.
No.
Yes, there's a huge...
What?
And if you watch the movies with that filter, you know, in front, you're like, okay, maybe I see it. There's certain things that are done with him around that happen that he could have influenced or been a part of.
Jar Jar Binks is too dumb for that.
Well, of course, that's the
You
impression.
should follow me now, Okie Day.
But think about Darth Sidious, the Emperor,
Uh-huh.
and Senator Palpatine, his, you know, who he was and how innocent and stupid he acted all the time. And, you know, totally, oh, I'm just a sweet little old man. And then, you know.
Again, I don't think Jar Jar Binks is smart enough to pull off that kind of a...
Mark Hamill's going to lend his voice to a Lego Luke Skywalker in the movie. It's going to be out September 13th. Of course, it's going to be a Luke Skywalker who sounds like he's 72 years old. So they probably going to say he has the flu.
Oh.
Thanks for reviving that nightmare, Disney. Here is a clip, I guess, of him appearing from that.
This is wild! X-Wing TIE Fighters? Ewok bounty hunters?
Misa going to hurt you, sir.
Darth Jar Jar?
Misa going to hurt you.
So stupid. The stupidest voice ever. The most annoying. So dumb. It's a George
obnoxious.
Lucas creation. George Lucas is notorious for taking good things and throwing in just enough to ruin the movies. And he's always thinks he has to provide a comedic element in his movies, which, if anything, it takes away any validity from them whatsoever.
Yeah.
Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones. I mean, you can see it in all of his movies.
Misa
Okay.
Misa cause 1, 2, a little bit.
It's annoying.
Huh? Excuse me.
Still, that voice actor is going to finally get some work after 2.5 decades. So there's that.
What did you send me, Megan? Ooh. I am very intrigued. Low-key also read Scooby Snack Snot, not shot the first time.
Reddit's been doing a topic that's pretty cool. Sitting through uncomfortable situations. What's the most awkward situation you've ever sat through?
Oh my God.
This show. I've had some
Oh,
that I don't even like to relive.
Oh
But
my gosh.
one day we're talking about the goodbye retirement party for one of their best sales ladies, and the boss gave her a cake, and she said, "I don't want cake. I'm not retiring. You're forcing me out. This is BS, and you know it."
Oh my gosh. What do you say after that?
So we don't talk about this a lot, but when I first came to KIX, the very first co-host, won't say her name, but she had an emotional breakdown at a radio event at Freeman Hospital in front of television cameras because she wasn't getting enough camera time. And they kicked her out, of course. They took her out of that and sent her home, suspended her. The following Monday, I had to come back to work with her and do the show with her, and had to do the show with her for 3 days until corporate came down and fired her. You know, they talked to me and they was like, "We're so sorry, we can't get there until Wednesday. Can you just deal with it?" I said, I can work with anybody. I can work in any situation. I've worked with jackasses like Jen over here. Oh, that's in the future. That's so
Rude.
Anyway, doing her Jar Jar voice and everything. But okay. So anyway, speaking of difficult situations, what's your most awkward?
Yeah, this is pretty awkward. At my old place of work, there was a discrepancy with our traffic law, which means there were some commercials that weren't right.
Played correctly.
And so I was on the phone talking with the sales manager about it, and she was like, "Hey, as our traffic director there, can I go talk to him on my phone?" And I was like, let me go see him. We'll see if we can get all this figured out. And so I muted my phone and I went to his office and I was like, "Hey, she wants to talk to you. Is now a good time?" He's like, "Yeah, go ahead and put her on speakerphone." I put her on speakerphone and she proceeds to start screaming at him. Keep in mind, she and I were having a very calm conversation. She is chewing him out, blaming him for everything that went wrong, all the money that they're going to lose because of his problems. And he is just like dissolving on this phone call with her. And "I am so sorry. I'm such an idiot. You're so right." And I'm standing here holding this phone in my hand. Like, what do I do? And it's my phone. So do I like walk away? Do I leave my phone?
I'm going to give y'all a minute. Yeah.
What do you do in that
I've got
situation?
Candy Crush on there afterwards if you want.
And so this poor guy is just getting his butt handed to him. And he is just, "I'm such a stupid idiot. You're so right. I'm so sorry." And she is calling him every name in the book.
Wow.
And then there's just me.
And afterwards you're like, "Okay, well, see ya."
Right? Like after that, it's like, well, that sucked for you. I'm just going to.
So you just reminded me of another one. So my first year here, that's when all the interesting stuff happened, by the way. We drove endorsement vehicles at that time. So for a car dealership.
Oh.
And I was driving one on West 7th Street where there is no turning lane, and had the kids in the car with me, and a lady in front of her slammed on her brakes and I hit her. I mean, it wasn't hard. We weren't going fast. I was trying to be careful and keep car length, but she slammed on her brakes so suddenly, realizing that her turn was the next one, and I hit her on the back end. Didn't do a lot of damage to the vehicles, but it did damage the bumper. It damaged her bumper. So anyway, the next day at work, our general manager at the time, who was a very corrupt person, he no longer works here, and he called me into his office and said, "This kind of thing's happened before. It's okay." He said, the way we usually handle it is the employee pays for the damages on the vehicle and call it good. Nobody's insurance has to get involved or anything like that. And I'm like, "I'll do whatever I need to do." I was like, "Please don't fire me, new guy at the place." And he goes, "No big deal." He said, and that during this meeting, he gets a call from our corporate CFO. No longer works for the company either. And she he puts her on speakerphone and he proceeds to tell her what we've done. Randy's agreed to take care of it financially. He said, do what? She says, why is he wanting to take care of this himself? And he said, well, I just thought that'd be easier. I suggested it to him. You did what? And she proceeded to hand him his, telling him that no, he is an employee of this company. We are responsible for him. While he's driving that vehicle, he is a representative of the company. We are responsible for that vehicle. Don't you dare. She said, we could be liable for, he could sue us. They could sue us. No, our insurance. That's why we have insurance. Shoot him up one side, down the other. He got smaller and smaller and smaller. She called him every name in the book.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there like this. And when he got done and he hung up, he goes, so we'll take care of it. And I'm like, okay. Thanks. And that was it.
And that was it.
Yeah. Never had, another deal. So.
You know what's also really awkward, too, is when you're having dinner with a married couple and they start to argue. Or any couple.
Oh, my gosh.
And you're like, what do I do?
Yeah, we had some friends one time that we had no idea they were having problems in their marriage. And they were over to dinner. Everything was going great. We had swum in the pool and everything. And we were at the table eating. And I can't remember what started it, but somebody said something about someone. It was an actress we were talking about. And she goes, like that of a girlfriend that you've been seeing? And he starts defending his girlfriend to her. And they start throwing a fit. She called a cab.
Oh, my God.
And we talked to him a little bit, trying to, didn't even realize you guys were having problems. He goes, oh, yeah, the marriage has been over for some time.
Wow.
They ended up getting divorced.
Holy cow.
But tried to counsel them a little bit, but real quick realized that this was out of our league. And so, yeah. Well, there's one on here that says, I was looking at Mom's phone because she wanted to show me some pictures from what she did that weekend. And I swiped one too many times and came across one of her nudes. I've done that before on accident. They say, there's like 3 or 4 of them, and I'll do like this and go, oh, no. You need a folder. You need a folder. This one guy says, my friend was telling me how awful his relationship was becoming and wanting to end it moments before his girlfriend texted me for advice on how to tell him she was pregnant. Oh. That's an awkward situation to be in the middle of.
I don't know if I want to tell that story.
Yeah, there's some of these that I just, they're too awkward. When I have awkwardness, it's like, oh my gosh. But I've got one that's really good on here off of Reddit that I'll tell you after we do weather.
Showers and thunderstorms likely this morning, some of which could be severe. We'll see highs in the low 80s. Clear skies tonight, low 50s. Sunshine and 75 for Thursday. Sunshine, low 70s for Friday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is now showing some signs of developing cells that are in southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, that are moving towards Joplin. So we could see some rainfall out of this pop-up cell that's just being formed.
73 in Miami, 67 in Pittsburgh, 69 in Joplin.
Get it, Jen. Get it. That's all right. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app and try not to eat it or swallow it when you're using it, too, because it's real easy for it to fly into your mouth. And
sorry about that, man.
You breathe it.
I inhaled my spit.
Here's a simple concept that many of us have difficulty with. You cannot breathe saliva.
Oh, did you say saliva?
Saliva.
Saliva?
Saliva. Saliva.
What are you saying?
Saliva.
Saliva.
Hey, you
Marinara.
choked on the air. We're talking about mama's boys.
Because Mother's Day is on Sunday.
So we want to know, do you know a mama's boy?
Are you a mama's boy?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Blake Shelton.
On KIX 102.5.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I guess I'll tell this story because it happened a very, very, very long time ago. So when I was in high school, I did not have my own cell phone. When my dad picked me up from school, I would borrow his cell phone to text with my friends. And then at night, it would go on the charger and I wouldn't have it. Oh, Hold on.
Mama's
Phone ringing.
boys. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Do you know Mama's boy? Yeah,
Why does she say you're a mama's boy?
Sounds like your wife has a jealousy issue with your mama.
Smart man. He's like, I'm not touching that one, Randy.
Nope, not going into that. Not biting that worm. Yeah. Thanks for calling, ma'am.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Oh, better words. Anyway, you put the phone on the charger.
So I put the phone on the charger, but this one particular day, my dad picks me up and I'm on the phone and I start texting with one of my friends and my dad gets a text message from this woman.
Ooh.
And text messages, of course, they pop up at the top of the screen so you can see part of them, right? And it's a message from this woman talking about smothering him in maple syrup.
Pancakes!
I wanted to die.
Yeah.
Things I did not ever want to see about my dad. And what makes it even crazier is it was from a woman that he worked with.
Oh, my.
And he was seeing a different woman. So all of this happened very, 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 very
Play in the
quickly.
field. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh my gosh, he was so embarrassed. It made a very awkward ride home.
Let's have a conversation.
Nope.
Nope.
We
Sorry,
just sat there in
I'm moving
silence.
out. I'm moving out.
I was like, okay.
Avert your eyes.
So he started deleting his text messages and was like, don't text me after this time.
Yeah. Please. I have children. So this one, at the movies, this guy said, I interlocked my fingers with the kid sitting beside me for a full minute. Turns out she wasn't my kid.
No. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no. Yeah, Randy is a mama's boy, for sure.
Yeah, I admit it. It's because I feel pain more than most people.
No, you don't.
I am so sensitive that I suffer more than most of you do.
No, you don't.
I'm suffering right now.
This is the guy.
Tremendously.
You're the kind of guy who's like, I'm so sick. I can't do anything. I'm on the couch. I'm dying.
Mhm.
Man flu.
You know how many sick days I took last year?
None. I think you took one.
I think I did take one.
One or two, yeah.
One. But do you know how many you took?
I got hand, foot, and mouth disease, okay?
She never recovered from it either.
Which was very strange for an adult to get. They made that very
She's like-
clear to me.
It's hoof and mouth that she got. So this guy went to a wedding where the grandmother of the bride wrote a poem and performed a spoken word sing-songy reading of the poem at the reception. It was like 10 pages long. Took almost an hour to complete because she kept getting lost.
Oh, that's awkward. Jimmy says, Jen, that's all men.
So this one said, my friend won free tickets to a concert, and I said yes when she asked if I wanted to go, not knowing who it was. On the way, I found out it was John Tesh.
Oh.
So,
Like the John Tesh?
Yeah. So she figured, oh, well, I can just leave and go get a drink. Turns out the tickets were front row and center and very close to the stage, and Tesh kept continually playing to the front row, everyone around me really getting into it. I could not move and just had to stay there.
Oh, no. Awkward.
Helping my friend pack up her stuff when leaving her husband while he sat on the couch and cried.
Oh.
So my daughter, she, her first husband, and I think I've told most of you about the time she put him in the hospital, and all that stuff. Well, not long after that, she went down the same road with another guy. He wasn't abusive, but he was controlling and manipulative, and she was living with him. And at about that time, she had started calling me almost every day. Dad, I just venting and finally asking advice. And I'm like, what are you doing here? Are you going to marry the guy? Are you interested in marrying him? She goes, no. And I said, well, then why are you pretending? Why are you wasting time with this? Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I could do. And I said, you say the word, I will be there with the U-Haul. And we will have you out of there.
Hold on, 5 seconds.
And she's kind of afraid of him. And I'm like, seriously? KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Showers and thunderstorms likely today, some of which could be severe as we see highs in the low 80s. It's 69 in Joplin.
Watching some stuff develop over southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma that could produce some rainfall for us.
We'll take a full look at your forecast, though, in about 16 minutes.
And we're talking, since Mother's Day Sunday, about mama's boys.
Do you know a mama's boy?
As you was a mama's boy?
Is you a mama's boys?
Okay, stop that.
Like you're a mama's boy, right?
Yeah,
like you say so.
I admit it. I'm proud of it. I mean, it's because I feel pain more than most people do.
Stop it. If you're a mama's, stop it. You're not.
I'm suffering right now, Jen.
Sure you are. 623-1025 to tell us if you're a mama's boy or know a mama's boy.
Just looking at you.
Okay, that's just meanness.
Deep
Randy
pain
Brooks.
right now.
Thomas
Oh my
Rhett and Riley Green.
On KIX 102.5.
Looking at you.
So, she said, I'm afraid of what he might do. And I said, don't you worry about it. So me and Big Dave and another big buddy of mine, we hopped in the vehicle and drove down there with one of them driving the U-Haul. And we went down and proceeded to pack up our stuff. Well, he came home from work and he's like, what's happening? And I said, you're going to sit there on the couch and you're going to watch while I pack her up. And you're not going to have anything else to do with my daughter. And they'd already had a couple of conflicts where she had tried to leave and he'd gotten a little threatening, to make her fearful. And he was a big dude, really big dude, but he did. He sat there and behaved nicely.
Good.
At one point, he got his rifle down to clean it. And I said, no. I took it away from him. And I said, this is going to stay in my vehicle until we leave.
Right.
I just stood right in front of him and I told him how it was going to be. And I said, you're going to sit right there. And I said, and if you ever have any contact with my daughter, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make you understand why you won't. And he's like, yes, sir. And he sat there and he watched and we packed everything up, said, see ya. No, we won't. It's not every day you get the opportunity to be a superhero for your kids.
Yeah.
So I was like, I am there, and did. I mean, it was, yeah. And she has never forgotten that. And every so often I'll be like, oh, pshaw. Shine my cape. Pshaw.
Randy's mama probably let him wear them same short shorts. Probably.
She bought them for me, Jimmy. They're not short shorts.
Yeah, they are.
They are not.
You blame everything on your mama, even your dislike for green bean casserole.
Well, it's because she tried to use, when I was a baby, she would put it in a blender. She thought it was a good combination of nutrients and then put it in the bottle and try to bottle feed me.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I know. I was 8 at the time.
You were 8? No, I don't like that. The thought of that texture of the green bean pureed like that with the, I'll pass. Oh, don't get Jen gagging over green beans. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy's always good looking out. Tallywhacker too.
Okay, guys.
Mushka mushka. I'm really late to the game on this one, but the soap cutting videos can be really, really fascinating. And I don't know why. I don't know why they're showing up on KIX's recommended reels. When a stem gets missed, I gag too. Oh, no, I hate the end of the green bean. The stem, and it's all, ugh. No, don't even
I
start
feel
me.
like you're eating a stick.
Wake up, Scooby-Doo. Wake up, Scooby-Doo. We got work to do now. Is that right? Yay, Floyd found coffee. How you doing, by the way, Floyd? Are you feeling better?
Thanks for sharing the video, Floyd. I can't tell that it's made any difference for the app followers.
And Jimmy said doo-doo.
On Facebook.
Nope.
No, it's like 9 comments, 1 share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's been 2 comments since we did the app followers.
Yeah.
Or 1, actually. There's just been 1. So, yeah.
Still got a small crowd watching over on Twitter, though. That's pretty cool.
Won't use it for that.
Hey, by the way, those of you watching on Twitter, if you go over to YouTube, you can actually comment and interact with the video, and we'd love to hear from you.
We don't recommend Facebook, of course, because Facebook, but you can comment and say hey to us, and we will talk back at you.
Unless you just want to watch us and you're like, I don't want to talk to you.
We're big sassers.
That's all right. Okay, 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 817.
Showers and thunderstorms likely, some of which could be severe as we see highs in the low 80s. It's 69 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at 4 states' weather in just 4 minutes.
Actually, it looks like we're looking at the KIX storm tracker radar right now, and it looks like we've got some more storms forming just northwest of Miami and Quapaw, north of Welch.
It's moving towards Baxter Springs, and they are getting a little more intense as they continue to track to the east, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Probably just going to be rain and wind associated with this.
But we're talking about the mama's boy in your life because, of course, Mother's Day is this Sunday.
So, do you know a mama's boy? Are you a mama's boy?
623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Do you know a mama's boy?
Well, I prefer a mama protector, not a mama's boy.
Yeah, sure you do.
Uh-huh.
But I kind of am, so.
Did you say mama's protector?
Yeah.
Has she got attackers coming at her left and right?
Well, sometimes, I got to be there for her, so.
That's what
Yeah.
That's what you call her suitors, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Are you a mama's boy?
My son is a mama's boy.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
How much have you ruined him for other women?
He is totally a 6'5", great big wonderful mama's boy.
Uh-huh. And no other woman will ever be able to have him.
Oh yes, I have the most beautiful, wonderful daughter on the world, and she has him, but he is my baby.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to talk to her about that.
We want to know, are you a mama's boy or do you know one?
Oh my goodness, I dated a mama's boy for 7 years.
Does it take you a long time to learn a lesson?
Randy.
You know what? It did because, when you live states away from mama, you really don't know it's a mama's boy. You think, oh, he's just being sweet, calling his mama just about every other day. But then when he up and moves the family close to mama, I finally woke up and dumped his.
Jeez.
Got rid of him.
Do you know a mama's boy?
I deal with that every day. My son is a mama's boy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, wait a minute. If he is, then you're the cause of it.
I am, but there's a reason to it. Me and my fiance are getting married in July. When he was younger, I only had to deal with him, so that is my fault.
Yeah, it is your fault. You've created that mama's boy.
Do you know a mama's boy?
Or are you a mama's boy, a proud one that will admit to it?
623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Still don't think it's
I mean, it's growing.
It's just going to rain and everything.
Mm-hmm. They're still trying to figure out what is the cause. To fix it, gave me a walker and a shower chair. I need to wear a heart monitor for 90 days and start physical therapy on Friday. Well, hopefully physical therapy will help Floyd. Well, I still hope that they're able to find some answers and give you a direction. I just realized it is Wednesday. Are we doing a podcast today?
Mm-hmm.
Unless we wait until Friday and it's a Mother's Day podcast. Your call.
That's fine with me.
That thing, only 1 cup of coffee a day, and my daughter says just getting a bigger cup is not an option. Well, why not? It's still just 1 cup of coffee that way.
Oh.
Or can you do like a half-calf coffee?
I'm so glad that they took off the chance of weather for tonight. I was worried about driving and all of that.
Yeah. Let's see. I haven't looked at the Zimmer Storm Center app. What's it saying? Oh, it looks like it's still not going to be until after 9 o'clock before we see anything here. Megan says mostly east of us tonight, right? Yes.
Yeah. Already going to be passed.
Like Afton, West Plains, that area. Good morning, Nikki. How you doing? And I want to say today is the final day to go get signed up for the Mother's Day, right?
Yes, it is. This is the end of that. So make sure that you're signed up today.
She said a 32-ounce cup was too big. Maybe do half caffeine, you still get some caffeine. And then you can drink more coffee in theory, right?
So did you hear about Panera Bread is ending their caffeinated drinks that they've had? Their high, I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently they've had like super caffeinated lemonades and stuff like that offered at Panera for some time.
I had no idea.
They just put an end to all of those. They're pulling them all off the menu after
Why?
a number of lawsuits. People, heart attacks caused by them or heart problems. There's a number of class action suits against Panera for these.
I had no idea.
Me neither. I didn't know this was the thing at Panera, but apparently it's been a menu item for a long time.
I mean, that's kind of the trend, though, is like the energizing lemonades or whatever.
I shouldn't show you this, but I'm going to.
What is it?
There is a zoo that couldn't get, they pulled all pandas from the United States. China has.
No, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
so there aren't any right now. They returned them. There's supposed to be more coming, but
Black pandas, red pandas, or just
the traditional black and white pandas. So this one zoo took a couple of chow dogs and dyed them to look like pandas.
Yeah.
And put them on display. And people have been coming by the throngs. They know, come here and look at this. They know that they're not real pandas. They're not, they're admitting to it.
Oh, but they're so cute. Oh, look at that, baby.
They do look kind of like pandas.
They do.
Pandas on all fours. Meatball sub crush. Oh, come here. When home improvement goes wrong.
are very right. depending on-
Just gonna lay here and look at the ceiling.
Jimmy says, I heard that. What did you hear, Jimmy?
About the chow.
Oh, about the Chow or Panera. Do good, Nikki. It's halfway through the work week, just about. I've got a meeting today with Rogers County.
Oh. With who? Rogers County.
Mm-hmm.
What's Rogers County?
They are,
A county named Rogers?
yep, down in Oklahoma. And I'm going to start an endorsement deal with them next week.
Oh, for that. That's right. You're going to endorse their county.
Well, there's a lot of cool stuff to do down there. The Blue Whale of Catoosa. The Totem Pole Park.
Snake-free blue whale.
Will Rogers Memorial Museum. The
I
Arms and
realize
Historical
I
Museum.
have been there.
Claremore
I've been to
Lake.
the Will Rogers Museum.
By the way, Claremore Lake also has a disc golf course.
Oh.
We disc golf in my family, so that's very exciting. Redbud Valley Nature Preserve.
Never disc golfed here in Joplin.
Yeah, we have.
Have you really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go snipe hunting while you were there?
DW Corral Museum. So the point is, if you're looking for something to do that's not far away, that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, Rogers County's got a ton of stuff. They also have the Center of the Universe.
The
You know what that is?
Center of the Universe? It's
Yeah.
the Center of the Universe.
So it's where you go stand in the middle of this circle and you make noises and they're echoed back to you, but way louder. And no one knows why. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm tired.
When did you get home last night?
9:30, but it's a long, long, long day.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day today.
You're back to Springfield.
We'll be there this weekend, too.
Floyd, did you see today's Oh No You Didn't news? Have a good one, Melissa. Be safe today.
Oh, my goodness. So protesters at George Washington University in D.C. have called for the beheadings of school administrators.
What? The beheading?
Yeah, they're calling for the beheadings of school administrators.
What century is this?
They have set up a guillotine, and they want it to be used on GW President Ellen Granberg and the other school administrators who are calling for them to leave the campus.
Wow.
That's where they always go, isn't it?
Wow.
Peaceful protest.
How is that the answer?
That's where they were originally wanting to go in the first place.
I'm sure.
Now we have an excuse.
What a shame.
Heard Thursday is next
week,
right?
The 16th. And we're not
Ours
there.
will be in June. One more run. I think I'll do August. Ooh, wait. Yes. August. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
It's Carrie Underwood.
On KIX 102.5. What happened to her face?
And I'll do the October one.
Yeah. Unless you want to do the June one.
No. I'll do October. Lloyd says, yeah, I don't think my wife would beg for me to come home.
Brett's going to be gone sometime. But I think it's in May.
Yeah, he's 23rd and 24th.
We just got another giveaway yesterday.
Oh, we did?
Yes, for Memorial Day week. So starting on Tuesday the 28th, we'll be giving away 4 packs of tickets to the Cassville Rodeo, but we'll also be giving away tickets to the Heritage Tractor I-49 Power Pole. So all throughout the day, you've got the chance to win. We'll be doing some during their shifts and some during ours. There'll be some extra ones that we need to give away. And so now, every time they come to me with a contest, I'll go, here's the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me. And it's usually marked, so that's a good thing because it just helps them be aware of the load that KIX has. We are a load. So we look back at April if you really want to see craziness. Or not April, April.
April.
Oh, I need to end secret sound on the calendar, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah, you look at April. It was insanity.
One minute.
You got 1 minute.
Hey, we've had a lot of folks asking when we're going to reschedule the George Washington Carver Gin Tour.
Yeah, it's a good question. We need to do that. I think.
Do we want to try to stick with Tuesdays?
Tuesdays are just such a good day for us because they're notoriously slow. And they're
As
usually
opposed
wide
to,
open.
Thursday.
Not this Thursday.
No, not this Thursday. We could try the 14th.
14th, I think, would be a good time.
What's the weather like on that day?
Who knows? They don't predict that far out.
Tuesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms according to National Weather Service.
I don't know. We should be, by the end of next week, we should be through the storm season. Should be done.
Saying that.
Yeah. I say mid-May is always when it's over with. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Showers and thunderstorms likely today, some of which could be severe. We'll see highs in the low 80s. It's 69 in Joplin.
Got the Morning KIX takeover. Going to start in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote for the songs that you want to hear this morning.
Mother's Day is this Sunday.
So we're talking about mama's boys.
Yeah, are you a mama's boy?
Do you know a mama's boy?
Were you a mama's boy?
623-1025 to tell us about the mama's boy that you know.
Do you know a mama's boy?
I do. My 18-month-old son, he's on my hips 24/7.
On the hip, yeah. You know you're creating that mama's boy, right?
I'm trying not to, but
yeah.
I love him to death. He loves me and I love him. That's all that counts.
Yeah, what are you going to do when he's 22 and still on mama's hip?
That's not going to happen. I'm going to kick his butt.
He'll stay there if you let him.
Uh-huh.
I know.
That's how you get dysplasia.
Tell us, do you know a mama's boy?
Well, it used to be my husband.
And then you killed him.
About 8 years into our marriage, his mother gave him an ultimatum. She wanted custody of our oldest son, and she wanted him to leave me and come live with her.
Sounds like the plot line for Psycho or something right there.
Oh, tell me about it. They got into a big argument, and he said he loved her, but he wasn't about to leave me for her. And she got mad, and they didn't speak for 20 years.
Norman, what are you doing with that girl? Nothing, Mother.
Well, she did try that while she was here, too, and it still didn't work.
You know what? I just realized that's the movie we need for Jen's movie rehab for this weekend.
Come
because
on.
it's Mother's Day.
Come on, give me a good Mother's Day movie to watch.
That is a good Mother's Day. I have been agonizing over this, and thank you, ma'am. You just helped me realize.
I
yes.
know the Norman reference is not good.
No, it is great.
It's
wonderful.
a scary movie, isn't it?
No.
I want to watch a scary
It's
movie
a
for Mother's Day.
lovely story about a single mom and her son and their struggle through the environment.
I want to watch Good Will Hunting.
You're not watching Good Will Hunting. Okay, that's final. What is the mama's boy? Do you have one or do you know one?
So my ex was the biggest mama's boy I have ever met in my life.
Why? What do you do?
I didn't find out until after we broke up, but he used to cuddle with his mom at the age of 25 in his underwear.
There's nothing unhealthy about that. Does he also carry knives around showers?
Like, it was just insane. I'm so glad we broke up.
25 and cuddling with mama in his that's not healthy
I don't
right
know about
there.
all that.
I don't think that's healthy. I think, in fact, if you look up unhealthy in the dictionary, there's a picture of him cuddling his mama in his underwear, so don't look at that.
Do you know a mama's boy?
Yes, my husband's a mama's boy. When we first got together, he wanted me to rub his feet all the time because his mom would rub his feet every day after school.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Did you tell him that?
Yeah, I did. I don't rub his feet either.
I would have been like, no, but you can rub my feet.
Sure you would.
Right.
Got calluses the size of New Hampshire.
Do you know a mama's boy?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Boy says that's the movie I said she should see last year.
She didn't see Psycho last year.
I know, but Floyd was saying that's what he was trying to say last year. That's the one I should have seen.
Yep, that's what we're doing Friday. I really have been thinking, what Mother's Day movies are there?
Come on.
I didn't think about Psycho.
I don't want to watch a scary movie for Mother's Day.
You don't get a choice.
I want to watch a nice movie for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is in part my day,
This is a movie classic. It's Alfred Hitchcock, one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. You need to know some of the lore behind the movie of how it was made, and Jennifer Lee, whatever her name was, and how they filmed this. So the shower scene is amazing.
You've shown it to me. You've made me watch it.
And it's not blood that they use. They use chocolate sauce. They never show her being stabbed or cut. Never. But in spite of that, Hitchcock is able to create this atmosphere, this sense, without ever doing that. In black and white, it's amazing what he's able to do.
Mm-mm.
He had a way of telling a story. The birds, one of the dumbest stories of all time. And when you really look at just a little snippet of the birds, it's kind of dumb too, because you can see the birds on strings most of the time. He creates this terrifying thing. My daughter's still freaked out by birds from watching that movie. To this day, she thinks there's some sort of collective mind thing going on with them, especially when she sees like a flock of them, doing stuff in tandem, the way they do. Like, nope, none for me.
Do you know the Muffin Man? Yes, he lives on Drury Lane. Stop stalking the Muffin Man. He's a nice guy. Leave the Muffin Man alone. Jason Voorhees was a mama's boy.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I agree.
Was.
Hold on. Let's see. Google. Best Mother's Day movies. Okay. Best movies to watch on Mother's Day. The First Wives Club.
Oh.
Why is that a good Mother's Day movie?
Yeah, really.
The Sound of Music.
Really?
There's no mother in that movie, right?
Well, that's the whole thing. They're orphans, aren't they?
Little Women.
And again, they're orphans. Well, they're not orphans, but their mother has died.
20th Century Women.
What the heck? Google is dumb.
Troop Beverly Hills. Aaron Brockovich. Room. Oh, here we go.
Brockovich?
Mother's Day, the movie.
Yeah, that's a classic. Everybody's seen that. Never heard of it.
Parent Trap.
Oh, there's a new flavor of Doritos. Sun-dried pigeon.
Ew. What about Brave? That's a good mom movie.
Brave?
Because I Said So with Diane Keaton and Mandy Moore. That's a mom movie.
No.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's a good mom movie.
Not really. Not a good mom movie. And it's not one that everybody goes, I can't believe you've not seen that.
Bad Moms.
Now that, but it's not really one, I can't believe you haven't seen this movie. Psycho is.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Not really a mom movie. It's more about the dad.
This is 40. Ricky and the Flash. Meryl Streep again. Terms of Endearment. Oh, Psycho is on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Boo. The Blind Side. I've already watched that. Freaky Friday. They switch places. The Color Purple.
Again, not really a mom movie about moms.
Steel Magnolias.
A little bit. Okay, that a little bit. But you've
Looks like
seen
that
Steel
one.
Magnolias.
I never finished it.
Really? I didn't know that. You did a review on it, didn't you? Wasn't that one of your early ones?
No. You've never had me watch that. Let's see. Megan says, because I said so. Brandy says, Stepmom. Georgia Rule.
Yeah.
Driving Miss Daisy. See, there's so many options other than Psycho.
That's not really a mom movie. Driving Miss Daisy's not a mom movie. Just because a character in it was a mom doesn't mean it's a mom movie.
Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood.
Not really a mom movie.
What about okay, IMDb, Mother's Day movies. Here we go. You ready? Brave. Great option. Freaky
Not
Friday.
a must-see movie.
Mamma Mia.
Not a must-see movie.
Monster-in-Law.
What is Monster-in-Law?
Love Life. J-Lo's in it.
Oh,
Jane
yeah.
Fonda.
Not really a mom movie, I don't think.
Hairspray.
Not a mom movie.
The Joy Luck Club.
Not a mom movie. Just has a mom in it.
Mermaids.
Okay, a little bit of a mom movie, but not one of the must-sees.
Pretty in Pink.
Not a mom movie at all.
Fried Green Tomatoes.
Got a mom in it, but not really a mom movie.
Terms of Endearment.
Not a mom movie at all.
There's Steel Magnolias, Georgia Rule, Aaron Brockovich.
Aaron Brockovich, not a mom
The
movie.
Perfect Man.
My gosh! They're idiots too.
Beaches.
Not a mom movie.
Sense and Sensibility. Postcards from the Edge.
Good gosh, these are ridiculous. These are some classic movies in some of these, but
Overboard.
they are really reaching.
Okay, I give up. Megan says Bull Butter.
That is a mom movie.
Driving Miss Daisy was a
Hand
son
squeezed.
pawning off his mother to her driver. What?
Yeah, but again, not about mothering or moms or the mom situation. Just because a character in the movie is a mom does not make it a mom movie.
I think Brave's a great example of a mom. I can't remember Brave. Brave is the animated one where they turn into bears.
Yeah, exactly. Not a must-see movie.
It's a great movie, though.
Not a must-see. It's not one that when you say, people go, I can't believe you haven't seen that.
It's the relationship between the mother and daughter is
I
pivotal.
barely have even heard of it. Not a hugely popular movie.
For you, maybe.
For anyone.
For you. There's number one on that list?
Yeah, and that list is obvious as to why it's not valid. We've got you the perfect Mother's Day movie.
Psycho is not the perfect Mother's Day movie.
How to make cotton candy in an air fryer. Okay, I'm interested. All they did was dump sugar in it.
Megan says, look up
syrup.
Divine Secrets.
No. The Yaya Sisterhood. Right in the middle. They're actually pouring it in their fryer pan.
Oh my gosh. A group of lifelong friends staged a rather unorthodox intervention to help a young playwright unravel the truth about her complicated, eccentric mother. It's about moms.
Not really. It has a mom in it. But it's about the friendship between these women, not about the mom.
But without the mom, they wouldn't be doing the thing.
But they would because they're friends and they don't have enough drama in their life.
Megan says, I will die on that hill. It's a mother's movie.
Okay, this dude is being ridiculous. I don't believe he's going to make cotton candy out of this.
20 seconds.
He's really making a big mess out of his air fryer.
Probably.
You need air. Lots of
Air fryer. Here we go. 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Showers and thunderstorms likely, some of which could be severe as we see highs in the low 80s. It's 69 in Joplin.
Morning KIX takeover is getting ready to start in just 6 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app and the KIX website and let us know what songs you want to hear this morning.
And we're talking about Mama's Boy since Mother's Day is this Sunday.
Do you know a Mama's Boy?
Were you a Mama's Boy? Are you a Mama's Boy?
You can call or text to tell us at 623-1025.
What's the Mama's Boy you know?
Yes, I have the biggest mama's boys that I've ever seen.
Why do you say that?
Because I married him.
What does he do?
He'll call his mom just to be completely silent on the phone.
What? Just to sit there?
Like to hear each other breathe?
Yeah, him and her won't say anything.
Okay, that's a little weird.
If anything inconveniences him, he calls his mom.
Are you still there, Mom?
Yes. Why did you start with that?
Do you know a Mama's Boy?
I do. My ex-husband was a mama's boy.
Oh.
Ex-husband, she says. Is that why he's your ex?
Yes, it is. He would call his mom anytime we would have an argument.
Mom, she's being mean to me again.
That was exactly what he said. It was the worst thing ever to argue with him and his mother.
Yeah, when they double team you that way.
Exactly. It's not fair.
Do you know a Mama's Boy?
My husband, every time me and him fight, he calls his mom and starts crying.
Are you sure it's a Mama's Boy you have and not a Mama's Girl?
I don't know.
That might be something you want to get checked out before you get married.
Right?
Well, I'm pretty sure because me and him's already had a baby, but every time we get into a fight, he calls his mom.
Do you catch him stealing your underwear?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Do you know a Mama's Boy?
Well, the mama's boy that I know happens to be my brother-in-law. He got married to my sister and ended up moving a block away from his mom. And sometimes he even goes over there and spends the night with his mom.
Whoa, wait a minute.
You mean in the same bed?
No, not in the same bed, but in the same house.
Still, that is just way too far.
It's like, come on, buddy. You got a wife, you got a 3-year-old daughter, but you still need to be around your mama.
Well, on bath night, he does.
That's just weird. Come on, man.
Somebody's got to watch his back, right? Mom!
Do you know a Mama's Boy?
You can tell us about him on Facebook or text us at 623-1025.
Or to KIX Takeover just 2 minutes away.
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. That caught me off guard. I was not expecting that.
Bath night. All right, and Mother's Day stuff continues tomorrow.
Bye, Floyd.
We are going to be talking about where did you mistakenly think babies came from. I love these stories.
Oh,
these are the
man.
greatest because talking about mistakes, speaking of awkward conversations, when your kids go, where do babies come from? And you have to come up with something right there on the spot. Yeah. So where did you mistakenly think they came from?
Yeah. Also, more Brooks and Dunn tickets up for grabs.
Yep.
And we'll keep celebrating Mother's Day.
All right. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.